So casually keep diving into concrete. So bittersweet. Huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you
Try this again. No, I don't want to clap. Good morning. Whoa. Sorry about that. My leg was a little closer to the tripod than what I thought it was. Anyway, good morning, Outfolded family, and welcome back to another vlog. I don't want to get emotional. I really, really do not want to get emotional. But I do want to put a massive thank you out there to all of you who follow me here on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to get emotional anyway. Last week I posted a vlog updating everyone about how I felt like my launch was a failure and that I felt like I was reaching some burnout and really struggling in my business. That was a very, very vulnerable vlog. It was very hard for me to put it out there. It actually took me 2 weeks to put it out there because I was very nervous to be that honest, that truthful with all of you, and to really shine a light on small businesses and struggles. Man, I'm so glad that I put it out there. Y'all really touched my heart last week. I haven't responded to the comments yet, but I have seen them all, and you all are just amazing. I feel very undeserving and just grateful. So I just want to say thank you. Those of you who commented and what you said, you know what you said and you know who you are, and I just want you to know that I heard you. I've seen your comments and I am so immensely thankful for you, and y'all made my week. Well, honestly, you've made more than my week. Like, I don't have adequate words. I really don't. I just want you to know that I'm grateful. Your comments helped me turn the camera back on. Your comments are helping me move forward in my business. I got some very helpful critiques and very helpful tips on what I should do with my business. I know I have kind of an identity crisis when it comes to my business, and that's something that I've been trying to work out this year. It's just hard to let go of products that I've made in the past, especially when it comes to losing money by letting those products go. But I know the direction that I want Outfolded to go in, and I know the types of products and the niches, and I say niches because I will have more than one, that I want to have in my shop. I am a bookish girly and I am a fitness girly, and I love cute, adorable characters. Those are the three things that I really would like to concentrate on moving forward. And so I went through my shop after receiving a few comments and really looked at the items that I had listed, and if they didn't fit in those categories, I decided to get rid of them. I have also gotten rid of everything that is not my own original artwork, on the exception of cups and apparel. And the reason I am keeping the cups and the apparel in my shop is because those are really expensive products to develop and produce for you all. So I really need a chance to make some of that money back. So for the moment being, I am leaving all the cups and all of the apparel up on my site. I am planning to run a sale on them. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of sale I would like to run on them, because I would also like to start having just my original characters, my own original artwork and sayings on the apparel and on the cups also. So moving forward, as I said, I plan to run a discount on all of the cups and all of the apparel that I already have, and I am not making any more of those cups or the apparel, on the exception of the few transfers that I have left for each one of them. So thank you for the tips. I'm going to try a few things. I also know that I really need to update my photography. If you've been around for a long time, you know that I really struggle with photography. It is not something that comes natural to me. It's not something that I really enjoy doing. It is one task that if I had the finances to outsource it, I probably would, because I'm not a photographer at all. Like, I struggle with it so much. So I tend to set a display up and hurry up and get as many decent photos done as what I can, and then just move on. But a few people have said that I really need to start showing my products more in like real life situations, and I agree with that, especially when it comes to the stickers and the notepads. Instead of just saying, here's my product, I do need to show how it can be used, and that is something that I'm going to try to work on little by little with each of my listings. And I have gone back through and really looked at the quality of my listings, and there's a lot that I need to go through and update, and I know that I'm not blind to the fact that my business is not perfect. So I don't really know what to say on that. I just want to say that I appreciate the help. I really do. I don't want it to come off that I don't, because I really do appreciate the help, because there's so many of you out there who are doing something very similar to me and have had great success in what you're doing, and I would be stupid, for lack of another word, to not follow the advice of others. At the same time, there are still a few things in my shop that are they're just me, and they're staying the way they are. And as I said, that's the fitness stuff, that's the cute characters, and that's the bookish stuff. Those relate to me in so many ways. I just have to figure out how to merge all of that together and have it make sense. So moving forward, I know what Outfolded wants to be based around. Like I know my 3 categories. I know that I still want to continue producing monthly bookmarks, and that is something that I am so far behind in April on, and that is on my to-do list today, is to work on April's monthly bookmarks. Usually I release those on the 15th of the month. I might be a little bit late this month, but I'm not doing this on Patreon or anything. I don't have a subscription club when it comes to my monthly bookmarks. I would like to have that eventually, but I am still working on the discipline to have these produced by a certain time each month. And right now I'm not quite there. I'm almost there, but I'm not quite there. So April's monthly bookmarks are going to probably be late, but hopefully we will sit down and draw on some of that today. Moving on from my emotional spiel, like my brain's very, I won't say muddled. My brain is not muddled today. Like I feel really good today. I feel actually fairly focused today, but at the same time, I feel like there is so much out here that I need to get done that I'm having a hard time just picking one activity. I do have an order to pack today, and that is what I have been working on for the last little while. Olivia, thank you Olivia for ordering some stickers for me. She ordered 4 of my Make Muscles stickers, and she ordered them in the 1-inch mat, which I thought that I still had in stock, but I do not, so that is what I'm currently working on. However, I have been struggling a little bit with my sticker papers. I have been trying so hard to use up the rest of my Zakota sticker paper that I have in stock, and I just really do not like the Zakota sticker paper anymore. It used to be fantastic. They used to be all that I would buy because it's thick, it goes through my printer, the print quality is great. Cut wise has been terrible, and here lately it doesn't want to go through my printer either because it's been curling so bad. So I've been trying really hard to use up the rest of that, but I think I'm just going to have to use that for my labels, that like what I'm doing on the back of my sticky notes. So I have these currently on the Cricut, and I went with a different sticker paper, and I honestly don't remember the brand of this sticker paper. However, these have cut perfectly. So Olivia, thank you for your order, and your stickers will be in the mail in the morning. Okay, along with getting Olivia's order packed and working on April bookmarks, I am finishing up the packaging on all of the sticky notes. The last studio vlog, I was doing the froggy sticky notes, and then I've decided to go through and do all of my sticky notes and all of my notepads and package them all in a very similar way, because I am going to be doing a market this year. I don't know when, I don't know where, but my #1 goal is to do a market this year, and that's one way I plan to get rid of a lot of the products that I took off my site, is having them for sale in markets. I don't know when, but I know I want this stuff already prepackaged. I don't want this to be something that I'm stressing about the weekend of a market. And honestly, it cuts down on so much time when orders start flowing in really well. I have been blessed enough and lucky enough that I have had a very short span of my business where I was getting multiple orders a day, every day. And when things are pre-packaged, packing goes so much faster. So while I have the time, I'm working on getting all of this stuff situated and set and ready to go for markets and packaging and just neat. And honestly, it keeps dust off of it, keeps it safe, it keeps it from scratching, keeps it from other stuff getting onto it. So really, it needs to be done. And I'm not really busy right now, so I can go ahead and get that done. April is off to a far better start than what March was. So far for the month of April, I've had 3 orders. I've had 2 sticker orders, and my sister asked me to make my nephew's graduation invites. So I made those. I worked on those all day yesterday. I was going to bring you along and film those, but those have a lot of personal information on them, plus his picture, so I didn't want to film that and have that all over the internet without her permission. And he's a very private guy, so I didn't feel comfortable doing that. But Trenton, your invitations are on the way to you. My mail lady actually just picked them up about an hour ago, so I hope you love them, and I am so grateful that you let me do those for you. But yeah. I am so rambling. An update on the weekend. Oh, what a weekend. We left Thursday morning for our camping and riding trip. If you don't know, my family and I are very big dirt bike riders. We all ride dirt bikes. We love to camp and go riding with a bunch of family and friends. And this weekend was our big spring ride. We usually do a big fall ride, and this year we wanted to do a big spring ride also while a lot of the kids were on spring break. So we went up to Kentucky for the weekend. And on the way up there, the underpinning of our camper came off. So we had to stop. Thankfully, we were really close to where we were camping at, but we ended up having to stop. And how this worked out, I don't know, but somehow my mother-in-law got behind us while we were heading up to our campsite and called us to say that there was something dragging from our camper. And we get out and our whole underpinning just completely came off. So she went back to town for us and went to Walmart and got us a bunch of the Gorilla duct tape for us to tape it up, and that held us pretty good until we got to the campsite. But that was an hour and a half delay. And then we didn't really get to ride at all Thursday. We visited a lot and just getting everything set up and unloaded and just chit-chatting and talking. And we went fishing for a little while. And, well, we went to where everyone was fishing at, and my husband helped with all the little kids and just visited all day Thursday. Friday, we were getting ready to go and ride, and my son is almost always the first one out. He gets extremely excited, and now he's old enough to kind of go off and ride on his own. So he left the campsite at about 10 o'clock that morning and was out in the woods, and my husband had just gotten his gear on, ready to go, and my son comes back crying. Oh, he had a bad wreck. He had a very bad wreck. We're not exactly sure how he wrecked or exactly what happened. He's not even sure what happened. Because where he wrecked at is a very easy part of the trail. But all we could figure is he was going very fast, possibly not on 2 tires, and it just threw him. So he came and he lifted his jersey up, and he is just welted and red from his waist all the way up, and he can't move his left wrist. My son has broken his left wrist twice in the past, so we're a little on edge about it, and he's sitting there the whole time, and he's trying to get his bearings. He's trying to figure out what happened, and he's trying to figure out if he's hurt enough to go to the doctor or not. At first he thought that he broke a couple ribs, and then he started saying, like, his collarbone started swelling up right around his clavicle, and then he said, "Mom, I think I broke my wrist again. I'm pretty positive I broke my wrist again." Oh, Hunter. So we have our orthopedic on speed dial. And thankfully, because it was Friday, he was open. So we called him and asked him if he could fit Hunter in. And he said yes, of course. So we drove an hour and a half to take him to his ortho instead of taking him to the emergency room. Get his x-rays done. And thankfully, nothing is broken. How? I don't know, because he looked so beat up. But thankfully, nothing was broken. He ended up putting him in a brace on his wrist for the next 4 weeks, and really kind of suggested to him to not ride, or at least not ride without the brace. Only because his growth plate is still open, and he was a little concerned about that. My son he turns 16 next week, and the fact that he's broken that wrist twice and his growth plate in his wrist isn't closed yet, it's a little bit of concern. So wearing the brace for the next 4 weeks, and he said it was really too early to tell on the x-ray if it was broken again or not. So if within the next 4 weeks, if Hunter is still in pain or there's swelling or discoloration, we're supposed to take him in. But so far he seems to be okay. He did end up riding the rest of the weekend. He rode with the brace on all weekend long. And call me a bad parent if you want to, but if you have an athlete in your family who has been injured, that is a very serious athlete, have you had any luck getting them to not participate in their chosen sport when they're injured? No. Even when Hunter had a cast on, he still rode a dirt bike. How he did it, I don't know, but he did. Like, he was still jumping a track with a cast on his wrist. The kid amazes me. I know, I wouldn't have done it, but he did. Well, I say that, but I rode with a broke tailbone, so. So maybe he gets it from both his mom and his dad, because his dad would have done the same thing. Anyway, he seems perfectly fine now, thank goodness. But that was our adventure of Friday. Saturday was great. We were in between storms all day, but thankfully where we're camping at, it really did not get bad at all Saturday during the day. And then about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, half of the people that were camping, which are all of the people that live relatively close to where we camp at, all decided they were going to pack up and go home because we were supposed to get some really, really, really bad storms. Like, they were calling for tornadoes, flooding, straight line winds. It was supposed to be terrible. And my husband and I are both looking at each other like, man, what are we going to do? And like, we're watching radar over and over. So we made the decision to go ahead and load our bikes and get them into the trailer before the storms hit that evening. That way, at least that was done. We didn't have to worry about those. And then we went ahead and got most of everything done and set up in the camper to where we could have moved it in the morning if we needed to. And then there is a log cabin on this property where it's the vacation home of our cousins that own this property, and it's built into the side of a hill, so it was already understood that if the weather got really bad, we were all going to kind of camp out in that log cabin. About 9:30, as soon as we got inside after loading everything up, it just started a massive downpour, and it did not stop raining for so long. It was so bad. Thankfully, it didn't get bad. Like, other than the rain, we had a little bit of wind, but we did not have all the nasty storms that like Western Tennessee had and parts of East Kentucky. Like, we got lucky, especially while camping. And then when we got up in the morning, the rain was already gone. And it didn't rain on us hardly at all on Sunday. So all in all, a successful camping trip. And y'all probably don't want to hear all that, and it's probably really boring, but but that was my adventure of a camping weekend, dodging storms and broken bones. It was a good time, and it was definitely the break that I needed. I said in my last video that I was really starting to feel a little bit burnt out, and I really needed a break. So those 4 days, I took my iPad with me with every intention of working on the April bookmarks. I had planned on working on them some in the mornings while everybody was just kind of moseying around a little bit. I didn't turn my iPad on at all. I worked on Thursday. I worked on my website and everything on the way up to Kentucky, and it's a 2.5 hour drive for us whenever we have the camper. And that was the fastest trip ever. Like, I looked down at my laptop and was working and working, and then I look up and we're pulling over because of the underpinning, and we're like 10 miles away from our campsite. So worked for me. It was a great trip. But other than that, I did not turn my iPad on at all. So it was a much needed refresh, a much needed break away from the business. I love my job. I love my business. This is my heart and soul. This is what I've always wanted to do. It's just sometimes it's a struggle. I mean, it is a job. It gets to you sometimes, but it's my baby and I love it. And I am very glad to be back out here today and this week. So I need to stop rambling because I think I have been talking to y'all like 20 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and get Olivia's order packed up now that these stickers are done. And then we are going to move on to probably some April monthly bookmarks. That way I can at least say I did draw today. So thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, I hope that you hit that like button. And if you aren't a subscriber, I would love to have you as one. So please hit that subscribe button. Also, I try really hard to post new videos at least once a week, usually on Thursdays. Sometimes I'm inconsistent, but there will always be another one. I will always come back, especially because you all are just so sweet. And once again, just thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. Y'all are amazing. Okay, Hannah, get to work. So normally, whenever I package stickers or really anything, I always put my logo sticker on all the packages. Guess what I have to make? Because I've used all of my logo stickers to package up all of the sticky notes. I don't have any left, so I'm going to have to pause Olivia's order for just a few minutes and make a few sheets of my logo stickers, which was next on my list of things to do anyway. It just messes with the order of things. Oh well. I'm a horrible planner, just so everyone knows. I'm working on it. Like, I always have a to-do list. I'm just a horrible planner. that curls? Hello. Welcome back to another day in the studio with me. It's kind of the same as what I was doing yesterday. I'm still working on April's monthly bookmarks, and I'm still working on packaging for sticky notes and notepads. I changed up this style, or the packaging that I've been using on most of the sticky notes, and decided to try something new on the sticky notes that I have not released yet. I'm really happy with it. Like, it's very, very cute. I was going to use the standard wraparound sticky note label on it, but where I have the drawing at, it doesn't quite work on these. So I needed to come up with something new, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. So I don't even know if I've shown you guys these sticky notes. If I haven't shown these to you, I'm sorry. Well, you're seeing them now. They've got little daisies in here, so I decided to do a little flower on the front that says sticky notes that matches the gingham, the yellow, and the green. And then on the back, I did another daisy flower to seal the backside, because these bags are just a little bit too big for the sticky notes. So instead of just using tape, I've been using cute little stickers to securely wrap them around, and I think that is really, really pretty. Honestly, I think that's kind of how I want to do the rest of them. I like that a lot better than the one that wraps around. On half of them, I will still label that they're $5 a piece, and then the other half of them, I'll just keep plain. My stickers ripped just a little bit when they were coming off, because I'm still trying to use the rest of that Zakota paper that I was using yesterday. I have 3 more sheets of it, I think, to use. And then once that's gone, thankfully. I don't foresee myself ordering Zakota sticker paper anytime in the near future unless they go back to their original paper. But I'm really happy it's almost gone. And for now, I'm just gonna have to be really careful peeling these off because there's so many different cuts in these flowers that they didn't cut the best. And they're not peeling the best, but it'll work for packaging. Anyway, I hope you like those. Those are very, very cute. I am currently working on the first April monthly bookmark. This is the one that I have in mind that's going to have the most detail to it, so I wanted to go ahead and try to knock this one out first, because once this one's done, I'm going to do a bookmark that matches these sticky notes, and then I'm doing a bookmark that matches the groovy stickers and the groovy sticky notes that I have, and those will be the April monthly bookmarks. There's really not a theme to them. Like last month I did a theme. I wanted everything to be very cohesive and to match. This month nothing matches, but I've really kind of struggled with designs this month. Like I've hit a block. After I finished that frog collection, it was like my brain just stopped designing. So it's been a little bit difficult getting back into it, but I'm really happy with how this one is going so far. You have to ignore the grid lines, and I gotta show you with it on charge because my iPad is about dead. But if you can see it, I'm doing a bookshelf with a bunch of different books and some plants, and there's a teddy bear and a butterfly and some coffee mugs and just cute little knickknacks and trinkets, and I think it's going to be really cute when it's done. Right now I am working on the details of all of the books, and then it's almost done. Like I'm probably about 60% done with this one, so I should be done with it by the end of the day today. It is currently 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or almost 2 o'clock. I have been working since I've been working on this bookmark since about 10:30 this morning, and well, y'all saw me start it yesterday, so it's taken me a while to really figure out exactly what I want to do with this one, but I'm really happy with the direction that it's going in, and I'm going to be excited to see this one finished. Yeah, this is the first time that I've done a true bookshelf book stack. I've done a couple smaller versions on the You Fell Asleep Here bookmark that I have. Sorry. I can find where I have that at. I've got to work on some organization in here. Like really, really have got to work on. Since I took a lot of the stock out the other day, everything is completely out of order and scattered, and it's been very difficult for me to find a few things. So that is something I'm gonna have to work on. But those are neat. I was completely overlooking at it. Anyway, the other book stack that I have done is this little bookshelf on the You Fell Asleep Here bookmark. This one's got like a light blue color on the back. It's cute. It's got you a little cozy little bed. But that's the only other true book stack that I've done, like bookshelf book stack. How I lost that, I don't know. I don't know. I've definitely got to work on some organization. But anyway, that is what I'm currently working on right now. I'm going to finish printing the packaging for these sticky notes, and then work on getting the others printed and then get them cut out. And that's pretty much all that we're doing today, is just working on packaging and monthly bookmarks. So not a whole lot going on in this vlog, but I'll play you some music. I am currently listening to Onyx Storm on Audible, and I am on chapter 14. I have already listened to this book once before, but I finally went and bought the hardback. So I am doing a listening and a reading at the same time, and it's helping me be able to kind of tune in a little bit better. Whenever I take a break, I go out and read a little bit of the book, and then I'll turn it back onto Audible. The first time that I listened to it, I missed so much detail, and I tend to do that with audiobooks. I tend to put them on kind of as background noise, and then I don't really catch everything in the book, and I find myself having to backtrack a lot because then I feel lost. For Onyx Storm, because I have been so excited about this book, I finished it on Audible. I didn't catch hardly anything in it, so I knew that I wanted to go ahead and buy the hardback and then do a dual, like Audible and physical read at the same time. And that has helped me catch on to a lot of details that I missed the first time around. And chapter 14, there hasn't been any huge shockers in it so far. Honestly, I thought that there would be more, so I don't know. The way everybody said this book absolutely shredded them and tore them apart for everybody who's Fourth Wing fans. I'm waiting for it, and as I said, I know I had to have missed something whenever I listened to it on Audible, because it just, whenever I listened to it the first time, I don't remember anything that shocked me. I don't remember, like, there wasn't anything that really tore me up or made me cry, but as I said, I wasn't really absorbing it. So this time I'm definitely trying to pay more attention. I probably should not have started this one yet, because I'm also almost at the end of Crescent City, and the first book of Crescent City, of the Crescent City series, and I kind of wish that I would have finished that before I went back into the Fourth Wing universe, but it's okay. I'm enjoying both books. As of right now, I kind of am enjoying Crescent City a little bit more, but I think that's only because I'm further into it. And it took me a while to get into that book. Like the first little bit of that book was a struggle for me, trying to get into that world, that universe. It was different. I'm not used to a modern fantasy world. And that's what Crescent City is. Anyway, I am rambling, and I did enough rambling at yesterday's portion of this video, so I need to get back into getting this bookmark drawn, because my goal is to have this one finished today, and hopefully maybe even be able to do a test print, and then tomorrow I will knock this one out and knock the groovy one out. I will show you the groovy sticky notes as soon as I'm ready to start working on the packaging for those. The packaging is going to be very similar, but instead of like flower stickers, it'll be groovy, like my groovy flower sticker that I've got. Anyway, I feel like I am stuttering a lot in this video and pausing a lot in the things that I have to say. Like, there's an example there. I feel like I can't get my sentences to easily come out in this video, but that's okay. At least I'm trying to put one out. I am way behind on my YouTube schedule right now. This video was actually supposed to go live at 10 o'clock this morning, and well, it is not done yet. I had some interruptions yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to finish the video, but it will be done this afternoon, and you guys will have it hopefully by 6 p.m. tonight, and if not, then you'll have it in the morning. But in order for that to happen, I have to shut up. I have to shut up, and I have got to work on this bookmark. So grab you a cup of coffee or a nice glass of water and work along with me, or whatever you feel like doing. Draw along with me. And yeah, let's get this done.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. Hello to Mona, I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello to Mona, I push back the serious feeling. The end's unknown, to get back the life I used to know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
Wish that I could find the words to describe you now, as I'm lying next to you and the world goes quiet. Wish that I could make you see how you fit me perfectly, and I fall for you again. We've been through it all. You're the one who understands. In a world where hope grows thin, you've completed me. And the story left within tells me how to breathe. Wish that I could make you see how you fit me perfectly, and I fall for you again. We've been through it all. You're the one who understands. For you.
These are so cute. Alright, they're plain on the back. I'll put my sticker. I feel so much better having this bookmark done. Like, I've been working on this for a few days now. In total, this bookmark has probably taken me 5 days from the start of the sketch to, well, it'll be the finished product tomorrow. These are just the test prints. But I have to say, I am very pleased with them. I love them. There's a ton of color in this bookmark, and that makes me really happy and makes me feel, well, just happy. I'm very excited by them. So I ended up getting the second bookmark finished. I didn't get it done on camera because my battery ran out, so I just kept on drawing instead of trying to get it replaced. I ended up doing a repeat gingham pattern and book stack from the sticky notes. I used the same book stack, but I altered it just a little bit, and I have it just all over the bookmark. In the next studio vlog that we have, we will go ahead and finish making these bookmarks. We will get them all printed, we'll get them cut out, get the stickers, get them laminated. That is my plan for the next studio vlog. So whenever I bring you back next week, which honestly I will probably film tomorrow, I will show you the finished April monthly bookmarks. By the end of the day tomorrow, I will also have the third monthly bookmark done. I have an idea for that one, and I'm going to sit down and sketch it out tonight and then finish the drawing process tomorrow. And I'm really excited for that one. I think it's going to be really cute. As a lot of you already know, I made a commitment for the monthly bookmarks to do the birth flower for one bookmark each month. This month is daisies, and I'm really excited for the daisies. I love daisy flowers. I always have. They're fun to draw, and I love seeing them out in nature. Like, they are one of my favorite flowers ever. I absolutely love them. However, I have like really overthought what to do with this bookmark. There's like 15 different daisy designs that I will probably eventually end up making into bookmarks. So trying to narrow down which one I wanted to do for the April monthly bookmarks. But I've got an idea, and I think it's going to be really cute. As I said, my bookmarks do not go together this month, and I'm not stressing over that. I really needed a chance to just sit down and draw whatever came to my mind and kind of get out of my slump a little bit. And I am feeling very good today. I'm feeling very positive. It's been a tough couple of weeks, but I feel like I have worked my way out of that, and I feel excited for my business again, and I feel excited for the next launch that will be coming up, and I feel excited for the few product collections. I'm making a collection out of the gingham, the sticky notes that I showed you. Both sticky notes that I had manufactured this week, I am having collections, or I am making collections up out of both of them. I'm doing the sticky notes, possibly notepads, stickers, magnetic bookmarks, regular bookmarks, and I don't know what else. I don't know what else I'm going to make from them, but I know that I want to do mini collections with both of them. So these products will be launched sometime in April. I just don't know when yet, but the bookmarks for April will be launched this week. Hopefully I will have these up. Usually I have them up by the 15th. There's still a chance that could happen because it's the 10th. So hopefully these will be launched by the 15th, but watch my social media pages if you are interested in them, because then I will announce when these will be released. It will either be the 15th or the 20th. It will be one of those two dates, but I am still aiming for the 15th. It just depends on if I can get that third one done and if everything for printing and cutting works the way that it's supposed to. I am choosing to not have these manufactured right now because I don't have a lot of money coming in. I've been over that in a few studio vlogs, the trying to decide whether to have things manufactured or not. Right now, bookmarks and stickers, if I can try to, I need to continue doing them in-house until sales pick up. I would love to have at least the stickers manufactured, because I have a love-hate relationship with stickers sometimes. Sometimes they work out great. Sometimes, like, it's a 50-50. I never know if they're going to turn out good or not. It depends on my Cricut. It depends on my printer. It really just depends on the day. So those, if I had to choose between the two of them on which one to have manufactured, I would probably choose my stickers. And I don't know. Right now, the only stuff that I'm having made out of house is the sticky notes and notepads until more sales come in. So that's where I'm at. I know I keep going back and forth on that, but if you don't have a whole lot of money coming in, you really have to choose where your money goes. So that is my choice, is to continue making these. And honestly, I like the quality of my bookmarks when they're made in-house. I really do. I like that you can tell that they are completely handmade, and there's just something a little special about them. It's special knowing that I have done everything from the sketches all the way to the laminating process completely on my own, completely in-house, and I haven't hired anybody for that. However, whenever I do have these things manufactured, I have so much more time to sit and design. But then I go through slumps too. So I go through slumps where I just don't really have a whole lot of ideas of what to do. And I know all of us have those blocks, and I try to manage my time the best that I can. Anyway, I am back to rambling. The one thing I don't think that I have shown you yet, I don't think I have shown you the groovy sticky notes, and I promised you that I would. So let me show you those, and then I'm going to end this studio vlog. Last week, I made all of these groovy stickers. This is my favorite one. I absolutely love this groovy sticker. It's probably not picking up very well because it's got holographic laminate on it. And then I made two rectangle ones, one with a white background and one with a pink background. I will be releasing all of these at the same time that I release the sticky notes. And then the magnetic bookmark is going to be like this. And then here is the sticky notes that go with that. Aren't those pretty? The purple ended up a lot darker than what I had intended for it to be, but I still think they're really cool. And it says groovy in the little flower, and it's very retro and very cool, and I really love this. As I said, I'm probably going to get notepads manufactured that are very similar to this. I haven't decided if I want to have them lined or not, so let me know in the comments below. Do you prefer your notepads to be lined or unlined? Would you prefer the blank space, or would you prefer some lines on it on the notepads? Either way is fine with me. I like designing both, so it doesn't really matter. And I have the notepads that I currently have in stock. I have some that are lined and some that aren't. The froggy ones that I just did, the lined ones that I have are for people who like to write very small. And then the fall ones that I have that are lined have quite a bit more space to be able to really jot down your ideas on. So it's really personal preference. I think both of them work very well, and I have personally used all of my notepads. So anyway, that is where we're at. And you know what? Color-wise, these kind of match. Did not plan that, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, I need to get off of the studio vlog. I have rambled so much, and I'm really not sure what all I have put together over the last 2 days for you. I hope it's decent content. I really don't remember everything that I said besides my emotional spiel. Once again, I love you all, and I am so grateful that you join me on this journey week in and week out. I'm here for you guys too. If you have your own YouTube channels, I would love to know what they are, and I will check them out. And I encourage my subscribers to also check them out if that's content that you all are interested in too. I love following other small business owners. I try really hard to support other small business owners as much as I can. I also would love to follow you on Instagram if I don't already. There's a few of you. I've tried to find you on social media and I can't find you. So if you want to leave your handles, I would love to follow you. And well, it doesn't hurt to see if you can find some other followers and subscribers either. So just let me know and I will look you up. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I am Outfolded Studios on Instagram because Outfolded is not available. So look me up, Outfolded Studios on Instagram. I would love to have you over there. I've been a little quiet on there the past week, only because I've been really trying to focus more on getting in the art headspace and not so much the social media headspace. I feel like if I'm really on it with social media, I'm not really on it with designing, and then vice versa. So, I don't know. Designing needed to take precedence this week, and I feel like it really has, and I feel like it's been a good week. So thank you so much for your lovely comments. I know I've said that already, but they truly do mean the world to me. I'm going to sit down and answer those comments this weekend. So if you have left me a reply or a comment, look for a reply back very soon. Thank you all so much. You guys just really, really know how to encourage small business owners, and this platform has been great for that. So thank you so very much. Come back next week and we will make more bookmarks. So thank you all. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.